What's up, everyone? Another Void here with more Satisfactory for you. Season 8, Episode 9, and I'm over here by where is going to be the ore, the iron ore op, right? This is basically where we started out on in Episode 1. Remember that? I moved everything over to here and mined these nice nodes. So we're back here to mine them again, like I told you we would be. And we're going to send all this to the Smeltery. Now, before we get too into this, I do want to say, I haven't done this in a while. I really appreciate all the support, all the likes and the comments, and all the new viewers. You guys are awesome. And really, other than, it has been a long time since I've gotten the viewers on my videos that contributed so much to the videos and to the comment, to the discussion. It's not that common, at least it used to not be. And so I really appreciate that. So thanks a lot, especially the newer guys. You know, that haven't been on my channel for very long. My channel's 10 years old. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. On and off. You know, I was not consistent with it. But you're adding a lot to the discussion. I'm getting some new hints, some new suggestions and stuff, and I really appreciate that. All these games I play, usually it's the first time I play through, or maybe the second time. So I don't know the whole game before I start a Let's Play, because it's not as fun when you're an expert at the game. Once I'm an expert at the game, I want to kind of move on to a different game. So anyway, just wanted to say thank you very much for that, and appreciate it. If you are new here, please subscribe, hit that bell notification, and liking the video always helps. Comments, I reply to everything. So anyway, let's get to it. So you can see I've extended the main track here, the main train, over to the ore station that's going to be here. And I had to move the outside tracks, the local track, over to just sit on its own foundation, because I had it kind of overlapping this other foundation. The problem was when I do a ramp, is now it's like halfway hanging off, and the only way I found to really fix that was to micromanage a block halfway in. Like, I have half blocks, I have half foundations, I love those blocks, but I don't have half ramps. So like, I had to micromanage the ramp over, and like, it was becoming complicated. The one thing I figured out about Season 1 is keep it simple. This game will allow you to become way too complicated, and everything gets all crappy, and spaghetti's everywhere. This actually works out perfectly, because my platform, my main train platform, is 7 foundations wide, and 4 tracks on it, which means each track has 1 foundation splitting them, right? Creating distance there. So that's actually perfect. So I reran all the track. It took forever. This is why I keep saying when I do something new, it takes forever to figure out. I also kind of realigned a lot of the blocks. The way that blocks work is actually they connect where you have 2 different tracks that connect. So like this right here, when I draw this up, that's going to create, there's a split there. I can put a block marker there. So a block can be as large anywhere you want it to be, and you can actually make your blocks on purpose by just separating your train track like that. So now what I do is I like to draw my track up to the line on the foundation, since if I put a signal there, I want it on the foundation line, right? I want it on the grid. It's just a pet peeve, kind of. Alright, so that explains what I was doing off camera, at least. Now, and I'm not sprinting. There we go. I set most of this up, and really I can't set the rest of it up until I figure out how long this station's going to be, right? I want to put 4 loaders back, so that's going to tell me how far away it is, and when I have to actually pull the track over the, like, I'm going to raise the actual local lines now instead of the global line, because if I raise the local lines, it'll make them longer. And so the system, I'm hoping at least, will say, wow, those local lines, it takes longer to get through them, so if I can find a global route, I'm going to use that, and that'll keep more trains that are moving long distances on that global track that should have less traffic, less interchanges. It should just be like a direct line. It's kind of like the difference between city streets, or I can't think of the phrase off the top of my head, but there's freeway or highway and surface streets. Surface streets have stop signs and lights, and they're all, you know, there's a bunch of crisscrossing going on because it's just serving like the local area, right? But the freeway or the highway is no lights, just go, right? Just go fast, get there quick. So that's kind of what I'm setting up here. So let's start slapping in the train, because I also want to get something to support power here so I can keep my hovercraft going, my hover pack. And I thought I already figured this out. Yeah, I already figured out how much it's going to take to turn, which is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Then actually I'm going to need, oh no, I don't. I only need this one spot right here to do my rail bend, so that's fine. I really only need 3 spots. I can put it right here, and that's the center. So let's get this guy slapped in. I can't see because I can't hover, which is the reason I have the hover pack to begin with. I think that's lined up. It looks lined up. Let's get some power to this guy. So all I have to do is actually attach track, and this whole thing will be powered. And I'm pretty sure how it works is once I connect this to a power pole, I can run that power pole anywhere, and this transmits the power. I don't have to have power poles all over, which is kind of cool. Again, a reason I really feel like trains need to come in a lot earlier. How am I going to connect this? I should just connect it like in a stupid way just so we can get some power up here. That'd be kind of neat. So what I'm going to do is just like cut the global track right here and just like literally bring it up any way it'll work. Like any which way. I don't really care. I'm going to do like this. It's not going to ever want to go up there. Right? Okay, it'll go up like that. Again, I'm not keeping this. I'm just trying to get power to this thing so I can build the rest of it. And that's too tight of a turn, I'm sure. Now, what's it doing? Wow, you're really getting stupid now. Let's just get it to... What are you doing? This train is being dumb. This track is being stupid. Actually, I built it in a stupid way, but... Alright, let's get it over now? Yeah, there we go. Okay, again, I'm not keeping this. It's funny that this will actually work, though. I think it's pretty hilarious. It's so hard to build track when you can't hover. I can't see anything. Let's use the damn ladder. I wish I could just hover, and then I wouldn't need this ladder. That's fine. Maybe this is turned too much. Or maybe not enough. Let's get it way over here. I just need it... I don't see how that... Turn doesn't seem too tight to me. Seems pretty normal. Too sharp of a turn. I don't see it, but okay. No track, bro. Alright, fine. We're just going to have to... Maybe this one's too tight. Maybe that's too tight. But I really don't know how to... I need to get this thing in. I don't really... Okay, let's flatten this thing way out. Let's flatten it as much as possible. Like, turn it as much as possible here. Like, that is... Okay, you know, sometimes what you have to do is do this. I've noticed. Yeah, these are just... Here, let's just try to do it from the other direction. Maybe we can get this guy to line up back. There we go. Alright, good. There we go. I just needed power. I don't really care. I'm going to rip that out when we're all done, okay? So, why don't we set up... Let's set up the rest of this. Oh! Gotta stay... Yeah, there you go. Okay, again, that hover distance is stupid. We're going to want 4 of these. But I didn't know where that would be. I guess I could count. These are 2 wide. Oh, that's easy. Okay, they're 2 wide. So if I go like this, and I use smart here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just go over. Nope, the other direction. Nope. I mean, I could do it, but I'm going to do it this way instead, because the camera works better. Like, there we go. I can see that I'm going all the way out. Okay, now I only need to go 4. That'll get me all the loaders that I want. So, if that's the case, that should be fine. Right? And then what do these cost? So there's 6 frames, 8 reinforced plates. We have tons of those, actually. See how it's using a lot of frames? I like that, though, because nothing else seemed to be using frames before. So it was like frames were kind of pointless. There are a lot of items in this game that just aren't used for anything in some ways. They're just really used to go to the next item. And I like that that leaves a lot of room for more, you know, new development and stuff. But, like, let's do it, guys. Let's use these things. All right, now we should be able to pull some track out of here. Right? We want this to go out, but we don't know how far yet. We don't really care yet. Just need to get some track going here. All right, so I'm going to leave room for expansion. So this leaves enough room for 1, 2, 3 extra loaders in case the train needs to be 7 long, which I don't think it's going to be that, but always build for expansion, right? Then I have to make a turn. So that's 3 for the turn. And then I can make another turn right there. Man, this thing just feels slow. I know I'm supposedly sprinting, but I think it's just the size of what I'm doing is so big. You know what I'm saying? That it feels funky. In fact, I'm not going to want all this extra platform, probably. You know, let's do the extra platform so I have space to run around. It feels odd to not be able to run around on this platform, so let's actually get that in here. Let's use Smart Mod, though. I'll just use the camera there. I would be really surprised if they don't put this in the game as just a standard feature. It's so much easier to build this way. I think sometimes developers get worried that people will not put as much time on their game. You know, that they're going to get bored faster or something. The reality is people stop playing because it's too tedious. It's not because they get bored. Dyson Sphere Program proved that, actually. That your players will play more if you make it more convenient to play. You don't have to worry about them not putting as many hours into your game. If it removes tedium, you're going to get actually more hours played. People will play less because they don't like tedium. It's really simple. Alright, so we're going to have definitely a block at the front, which we don't have in yet. And then we want another block probably before we do the turn, I'm guessing. Which the turn's going to happen. I do want the turn off platform. But I have the other turn on platform. Nah, that's cool. We'll just do the turn on platform. It's cool. So that's going to stick out, which means we're going to have to start ramping almost immediately. How's that going to work? If I'm doing the turn, I have no room for ramping. Did I add that in over here? Because I'm going to have to rebuild this whole damn platform if I didn't. I could move the ramp over one. There's enough space to move... No, because that's the turn. So I didn't leave enough room on either side. I guess I didn't learn my lesson from the last thing I built. See, this is what I'm saying about this game. Like, now I have to move the whole... You know what? We're using micromanage. I gotta move this whole thing. I'm using micromanage. How am I gonna do that? H. Micromanage is up. Shift to select. Shift makes me go down, though. These guys are all trying to use the same hotkeys. Everything uses the same hotkeys. Do I have to literally, like, select all of these? Like, I have to click them. I cannot drag, even. Oh, well. Okay, let's click all this stuff. Actually, I don't want that. That doesn't... Yeah, it needs to move out one. So, we want to move all this, and I can't... I don't want... Yeah, we don't really need to move the track. I think it'll disconnect, I think, but it's fine. Let's actually remove all of this. It's in the way. I'll just build it again. These are easy to build. I don't mind building this. It's like 5 things. Let's get rid of that track. Let's get rid of this track, too. We will have to rebuild this because the whole platform is about to move. But see, now I can't... I need hover, man. I can probably go over here and do it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's select this whole platform. See it. Let me build a spot to stand on. Actually, I could build a, yeah, I'll just build this. I'll stand on this. Probably gonna need one over here, too. Possibly. Go up. Oh, we can't. Okay, well, there. There we go. Okay. Let's start selecting. This is going to take a long time. But it's faster than moving, you know, rebuilding the whole platform by hand. In fact, I only have to move this piece. I can build one more line easy, okay? That's not a bad idea. So why don't I get over there now and move it? I'm actually going to have to move both of these because I have to add another thing to right here too. This has to move out 2 blocks. So let's micromanage this sucker over. So I'm going to go Alt-J and just move that whole thing. Oh my god, that saved so much time. Put this in the game, please. Put this in the game. Now I moved it the wrong way. I must have hit a button or something. See, it's got it. There we go. Put this in the game. This needs to be in the game proper, man. That just saved me like 1,000 years. Okay, please put it in the game. Alright, now I want to right-click to deselect. I'm just going to H out of this and then H back in. Okay, now I just want to move this whole platform. Right, that we just moved. I want to move it again. one more block because I have to add in one more block, right? I have to add in one more foundation so I can do my curving and stuff. Put this in the game. This needs to be in the game. Look how much time that just saved me. Look at that. Oh my god, put this in the freaking game, guys. That is the wrong foundation. Okay, great. Awesome. Loving this, man. Loving this. Now, it's going to have to be a little wider, and I'm okay with that, because I wanted some space to walk around anyway, right? This is wrong. Well, not wrong, but not necessary anymore, so let's just get rid of that. I don't want to move this whole platform. That would take too damn long. Okay. Actually, this is also no longer needed. This is also not what I want now. I could leave it in, like I just said. If I leave it in, I will have a place to walk around, so... Let's just leave that in, actually. Yeah, that's good. There's one block missing, but that's fine. And now this is no longer the center anymore. That's the center. Which, again, no big deal. No biggie. Man, that saved me so much time. Thank you, Micromanager. See, this is just quality of life mods. It's really all I want. I'm not trying to change the game. I haven't even finished vanilla yet, really. Okay, let's use Smart. Again, one of the best mods in the game for me right now. Look at that. Put it in the game. They did do that with Zoop. Oh, yeah, the hover pack saved my ass. They did put in Zoop. So that's good. Yeah, that's okay. It's a little bit weird, but I think that's just the block itself. But, and now I need to change this out, switch this out with that. It's not enough, in my opinion. See, they're worried about, I think, people, like, not spent... So there's an age-old debate for Factorio gamers, okay? Any factory-type game. There's an age-old debate. If it takes a long time, it's valuable, some people say. So placing every block one by one means it takes forever to build a base, and they think, oh, look what I did. I have... Really what they're trying to say is, look how much discipline I have that I spent so much time on this base. And the other people in the other camp say, I don't care how long it takes you to build it. I just care how cool it looks or how good it, like, how well it works, right? It could take you 2 seconds. Or 1,000 hours. To me, that doesn't make it better or worse. How long it took. So there's two camps, and the camp that doesn't wants things to take forever, I think it's because they want the kudos of something that takes forever to build or something like that. But in my opinion, that doesn't add any value. It just takes longer. So what? I don't care if it takes longer. Is it better? Is it cooler? Who knows, right? We don't know. I think the markers is actually a good idea. Let's put those markers back. Okay, so that's the turn right there, and I think that's the center. I'm pretty sure, because I got that, and then that's the walkway I left, right, where I'm going to do my down motion. All right, so there's the center. Problem is when I put this in, I don't want that gray in there, but oh well, it's going to be anyway. Can't hover yet. Let's get this dumb track in here. This basically power track. It's literally for power. How? How does that... It's so much space. How does this not work? Is it not 3? Is that why? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it backward like I did before. Right? I should be able to turn this. There you go. Now this should be able to connect to that. There you go, and now I can hover again. Okay. We're back in business. Took, well, obviously, longer than I want it to take, because I want to be putting these guys in, not screwing around. It's funny that they still have, looks like, what, Christmas thing in there, even though it doesn't actually place itself. We're going to actually place 4 of these, even though I'm not going to use them, and yeah, that sucks. But it is what it is. There we go. Okay, 4, right? But we have extra space in here just in case. Even though I'll probably rip out that space. I'll rip some of it out. It's not really necessary. Dude. Let's get the track in. And then we'll do it right before the turn. And then we're going to get that turn in. Should be out to here. And I should have 1 space to start my bend in the track, which means I'm just going to copy. I wonder if I can copy with Micromanager. Probably not. Can I copy with this thing? No, that's wrong. Nope, I want this. And then, toggle target, shift right mouse. Well, I tried to do that, it didn't work. Can't copy. Ink, medium, junior, large, grow, shrink. No notes. What? Control Alt plus keys. Junior, shrink, large. Oh, you can like enlarge things or something? I don't know. Anyway, I already know what I'm doing here. I just need to put ramp in here. So what I need to do is get a foundation that's only one. Here's how I do these, by the way. I put in this. Okay. Then I get from here, I get my ramp. 1 meter. And I go down with it. No, really, I go down with it. Maybe I'm just, there we go. Then I use 1, 2, 3, 4. I only need 4, right? 4 meters. That gets me down 1. That's going to connect me to this guy. Then I just do it a bunch of times. Again, I kind of wish they would have foundations that would do a 4 meter, but 1 meter, like the decline of the foundation, but it still be thick, right? We need different stuff like that. I think they're doing a good job adding those, though, because I think for a while, you know, they keep adding new foundations, like the half foundation and stuff, and that's making the game just way better, in my opinion. There, the ramp's built now. That is the ramp. So now I can ramp down, and now I know where to connect this. It's going to connect basically right here, right? Right there. Now I know where my turn's going to be, because we're going to turn that way and go down, right? So that's the turn. And then we're going to start going down, but we need one. Remember, we need one space. Actually, the turn is going to be right here. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we need one more for ramping. For turning the track down. Remember, we always need one extra. At least that's how I do it. So let's do, we're going to have to start the ramp right here. This is going to go ramp us down. And I think we have to go 8, because we're going to go down 8 meters. So that should be 8 foundations. A lot about this game is literally counting in your head and what it's going to be. That was actually... No, this is going to be actually 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Actually, I was right the first time. Sorry, I went over to my buddies last night. I haven't seen him in a while, and I was just not being a good friend, you know, not hanging out with him and stuff. So I went to a place where they have German beer. I got some Oktoberfest beer. He's like, "Aren't you tired of that? We just had an Oktoberfest party at your house." I'm like, "No, this stuff's going to be gone for a year." So I'm getting my fill now. It's kind of like girls and pumpkin spice latte, except guys, it's Oktoberfest beer. There we go, and then one more will finish this off for us. So anyway, we met there, and then we had a beer, you know, a liter, not just a beer. We had a liter of cola. And I know this is not correct, but for now, this is how we're going to do this support. But that's not how it's going to stay. Yep, that's correct, actually. And then I'd probably normally put one the same, except 2 back, right? So I'd put one right here. Is that right? Yeah. I haven't figured out yet how I want to support my tracks yet. I want to do something cool with it, but I don't have all the unlocks yet, so I just said, you know what, I'll wait till I get unlocks to really care, because I don't have enough right now. So let's do the same thing over here, though, so I remember that we're going to want to support it like this, because we're going to do the same ramp over here, actually, eventually. All right, right now, this is going to be the end of the local track, because I don't have anything else to do, but we're going to be getting oil eventually. And actually, there was a comment on where I'm located, where my base is located, that actually just came out, and it's from Valius TV. Says, "Bro, sorry to say, but the area you were in, starting in, is trash. Yeah, the grassland is trash. I didn't move there. The nodes are garbage." He says, "So far to travel to get anything done. Move up to the west side of the map, past the cliffs and the oil on the desert with the what's the rest of this say? Oil on the oil to the desert with the trees, you'll have tons of pure nodes with sulfur bauxite and nitrogen gas, which are all pretty close. You can also get to tier 3 in about 2 or 3 hours. If you'd like a demo video of the area I'm talking about, check out my day 1 and day 2 videos. I will check your videos out. That sounds good. Don't use that many biogenerators either. It's always good to share ideas. Oh, dude, totally. These games, we all love how complicated they are, but because they're complicated, it always benefits us to share ideas and watch videos, right? Totally with you on that. So I appreciate that comment. I will be going up there, but I'm going to send my trains all up there. It kind of made me think, though, that maybe my smeltery is going to be in a bad location, right? Because I'm going to be sending stuff up there to get ingots, and I might not have any other buildings there. So they're just going to have to come all the way back. That's not good. So I might have to rebuild that. This track is crooked. I don't like that. That section is wrong. This section is wrong. I don't know how these tracks get curves in them for no reason. It's very odd to me, because I'm not drawing a curve, so why are you curving? I don't know if that block will work anymore, so I'm going to take that block off. Let's just redraw that, because curvy tracks, I don't like curvy tracks. I mean, who does? I love when they wobble all over, said no one. Does it curve again? No, I think that did it. But again, I'm going to pull this block signal, because I don't know if it's connected anymore. Just to be sure, I'll connect it. But yeah, like, I might have to move that whole smeltery, and that's really why I wanted a blueprint mod, because I want to be able to move buildings. Now, I can do that in the editor if I download my save. There is an editor for that. I'll do it as a last resort, because I really don't want to have to rebuild a whole thing. I just don't have time for that. Especially as a YouTuber, I'd rather make more videos for you guys than rebuild whole buildings. It's ridiculous. I don't know why I'd ever do that. All right, we got to get going on this thing. I'm just like chit-chatting. I'm not getting anything done. We're at 27. We're at almost halfway done with the video, and I haven't even done anything really. All right, so that's all set up. I put the track in. Let's get this track in as well now. So no, let's build the local track down here. And man, this feels so slow. Even though I know it's not, it's just because our build is large, and so now it feels like we're barely moving. I might get a speed mod too. It takes forever to get around, and I don't want, the game is not supposed to be about, oh, isn't it cool that it takes forever to get around? Not really. It's actually kind of not cool. Let's kill this because I want, that's too close to make my little up thing. So here's how I do these. I did a lot of these off camera because I'm not going to record how I do these. I mean, if I'm already recording, it's cool, but all right, let's make that is straight because it's supposed to be in the middle. So I'm going to stop here because I need 2 blocks, right, to start my bend. Now I got my bend in there, and now this will be a straight track, even though it's on a ramp, which is really nice. And it needs to go up to here because that's the next bend, right? Yeah, see, that's the next bend. So it needs to go to here. Oh, nope, wrong. Let's do that again. I want it to be perfect. All right, now I'll bend my track, and now I'll do the turn. I do my turns first, and then I connect all the straight tracks because the turn's the hardest part. And then I'll do another bend, right? This is how it all has to fit in exactly perfectly. And then I'll do another bend, and bam, it all fits. See, like, you have to design it that way. Oh, that looks like crap, dude. Well, it is what it is. I don't know what I can really do about it. I bent my track, right? They're all doing that. It's just, again, it is what it is. All right, so there's going to be no curve right here. This is just going to come straight through, right? This just merges back with the local line. It doesn't turn in this way because this is all my tracks are one way. That's what makes them very simple. Also, now that I know about this, I didn't know about it on the previous video. Wherever you start your track is where you can put a signal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure I put a track really close so I can put a signal like right here. Because I'm actually going to want a path signal and 2 block signals. I know you probably don't have to do that, but I want to. So I'm going to draw a 2 foundation track to here, and then another track all the way to there. And what I can do now, and I don't need to signal it, but since I'm talking about it, let's do it. I'm going to put a block here, and a block here, and then I'm going to put a path here when I draw some more track. I'm just going to... let's just get rid of these now that I can fly and stuff. I don't need to micromanage anything. When do I want my next block? So this train is... Whoa. This is going to come out and then go this way. Right? Oh, no, that's... No, this is wrong. This guy is wrong. He goes across. Because this guy's going to come up and go over. That's right. So I'm going to go over like this. And then I need a turn. I'm going to do the same thing over here. That's a turn. And then 1 for elevation, right? Which actually needs to be a 1 meter, not 4 meter. Because I'm going to do a ramp. There's probably a faster way to do that ramp, but that's just the way I do it. This, so once he goes in here, he's going to pick up ore, come back out here, he's going to go this way. Okay, so these are going to cross, which is totally fine. Let's put signals in. So actually, that's going to turn right there. Okay. Okay, cool. I think we can put another... Yeah, let's just make this one whole block. Because that way one train can sit here while he's waiting. And this is actually going to need signaling too. But let's get up to the curve. Let's do the curve. Right. Oop, oop. That is not right. That is wrong. Incorrect. Incorrect! We're all robots on the inside, guys, right? Alright. There we go. And then a 2-step to go do my bend. Then I can get rid of this, because... Oh, I'm connected here, I guess. Yeah, I've got power from that. There's my bend. Then I go straight. Oh, these are all two-section tracks. Okay. Then I go up. Here's my second bend. I can't see the line. Then I do my turn right into the station. And sometimes it says, oh, I can't fit, even though you're like, yeah, you can. This is why a lot of times I like to build the curve and then add track to it. So let's do that. Since I can't take the train station out, we'll just do this first. Oh, look, it can work. Isn't that interesting? We all know it can, bro. Okay. Now I want a signal here, because I want my block, right? I always block off my stations. And I'm going to want another block back here to say if the train is full or not. Actually, probably could put it back there. We're only going to have only one train's going to come in here. So there's really no reason to put like 1,000 blocks in here. But what I will do, I kind of want it right there to be able to block right there. But I can't, right? See? So it's fine. We're just going to do over. We're just going to go over. Like, well, we're going to need a block and a path, right? There's a block, and then a path signal, like that. And then just regular over to here. That has to start my curve, right? Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Then I curve. God, this track, I love trains, man. This is so beautiful. And I don't care that it took a long time. It just looks cool, okay? Like, who cares about that? I don't care if it took... I actually want it to take less time, not more time. So, it's whatever. Alright, so this guy's going to be coming in like this. Why don't we just get those signals in since I was already thinking about them? Path. Block. Block. Because it's going to check the next 2 blocks, right? That's a block. It's going to check this path area, this block area, and then this block area, which is the station. If the station's not full, it won't let them cross. So here's the problem with that. If the station's full, the train has to stop right there. It can't sit in this track space. I don't want that, because then nobody can go. Then this train can't leave. Then you're deadlocked. Nothing will ever move. Deadlock in trains means you can't move any train because all the blocks are all screwed up. There's a train in every block. And so the one train needs one. They both need to move at the same time, right? The problem is we're going to get a train stuck on this off-ramp probably. It's going to lock up the local too. But we're only going to ever have one train coming in. We should only ever have one train for this. We will see. Well, we might... yeah. One train. That's how we're going to try to do it at least. So I need to get rid of this because that's no longer applicable. right? Our track is going to be higher than this. It might go back down right there, though. I don't really know. I'll leave that in. That's fine. This is definitely going to be out because it's not going to fit there anymore. Right? It's going to be like this guy who doesn't... he's not applicable anymore. All right, let's get the ramp in now. Now you're getting to see me build a little bit. And I kind of don't like doing this on camera because it just takes so long. I like to build all this stuff ahead of time. But I did want to put some of the train building on here so I could talk about different things. Right? And also, like various TV said, to get opinions and figure out different ways to do these things. Right? I feel like it's pretty cool, and I feel pretty honored when people say, dude, like, I've been playing this game a long time and you just taught me something. I like that. I love to teach people things. And I love when people teach me things. That's cool too. I don't really care. I manage people for a living in IT, and my favorite thing is when we teach each other things and I can help people grow. That's why I like being a manager. Okay, so I build people at work. That's basically what I do. That's what I always say. I'm tired of building systems because I did that for a long time. I want to build people now. Systems are boring now for me. People are very complicated systems. And they are fun to build and noodle on. Okay, so this is the incoming track. Right? And I'm building it just like I always do. Except this is not a block right here. So we need to put block signals in. Probably. In case the train needs to wait back here. Actually, why don't we make that path signal? No, because it'll block the whole thing. There's no way around it. What we should have done... Well, that's not true. That is not true. It's okay to block the local area because there's the global area. So if you don't need, you go through the global track. Right? That's what the global track is for. If you're not trying to get off right here, then why are you on the local track, bro? You should be on the global track. So I don't think we need another block. I'm going to put one in anyway. Just it's nice to have more than less blocks, in my opinion. Right? You want to split your blocks up to be, you know, you don't want too few blocks. That is for sure. Alright, I think it's all working again. Yep, except I need more blocks probably on this side. I need a similar block over here. So why don't we put it, I think it was right there, right? Okay, that's okay. That's a lot of blocks, again, but I think it's okay. I think it's good. Alright, so this intersection is set up. There's no turning here, it just literally crosses over. Right? We got the train. The train comes in. Well, and we need an extra one over here, actually, to support that. I'm going to change those to those triangle blocks, but for now I don't have those. I'm going to actually put one there, too. Anyway, train comes in, loads up with ore, goes out on the local track, and goes back to the smeltery. Now, we don't really need to build any more local track here. Let's just get rid of this, though. Let's get rid of this funky thing here, and we will also kind of get rid of this. That would be start of a ramp right there. So why don't we just get rid of this, because it's not going to be that high, right? I can leave that stub in. It's fine. There's really no more local track right now. It is what it is. And bam, the global is now set up again. This guy does need to ramp down, though. Well, no, he doesn't. Again, that's the end of the local track. There is nothing else. I'll just keep it, but there is nothing else. There's no other reason to be over here. One thing I do want to do, though... Should probably add... Well, I already have a switch. I think this thing's set up. I just need to set up the actual train, though. Or the actual station. And then I need to set up the ore, which I was supposed to do actually before I built the train, but I wanted to get the train done. I want to get the station done. Alright, so we're going to set... I think we're going to get a train out today, guys. We got 20 more minutes. Nice. Okay, we're going to... destination. So this would be... What's the opposite destination? Jesus, I can't even think today. My friend fed... Anyway, finishing the story about my buddy last night. We went back to his place, and he's just feeding me 13-14% stouts. Like, oh, he was just... I mean, there were killer stouts, though, from Modern Times and some other great breweries. But those are heavy beers, so I had a lot of fun. Let's just put it that way. Okay. What's the opposite of destination? You know what? Let's just go map. Google Maps. Jesus, I can't believe I have to do this. You guys are in the comment section like, oh my god, are you serious? Directions. Starting point. Starting point? That's 2 words. Destination's 1 thing. I don't understand. Is that right? Let me... It seems right, I guess. Why would I check Google Maps on my phone? It's the same thing. Okay, we'll just put start. Well, wouldn't end be the proper opposite word then, not destination? Starting point, it doesn't sound like it. Anyway, we'll say start. We'll put supply and demand. Supply or iron. Okay? This is supplying something. What's it supplying? Ore. What kind of ore? Iron. Perfect. Perfect. And it probably didn't name it because I didn't hit enter. So I had a video crash issue where my recorder stopped recording at about the 40-minute mark. We're actually just setting up the name for this ore station. I loaded up the best autosave I could, but we're a little into when I started setting up the ore, actually. So we missed a little bit of footage. It's not that big of a deal. It wasn't a lot of footage. The name of this is, I want to say start or iron, yeah. Supply or iron. I need to remember that because the other one's to be demand, right? I think I named it something else. So let's just continue with this. Sorry about that. I really don't know what I can do except this tells you guys that are YouTubers, always watch your video. That's why I have it up on the other screen to make sure it's still recording, make sure Audacity is still recording my voice. I don't want to re-record stuff. Man, that is like the biggest killer, okay? The one thing I'm going to change here, though, is I want this to really be over here. I want each node to be on one, yeah, that's right, to be on one loading area for each car, okay? Because I think the throughput will be better if I have one node per each of these. So really what I'm going to do with this is set up another one of these guys. I'm going to hook this other guy up to this guy, this first guy. This second guy is going to be that guy, and then that third one is going to be that one. So let's keep going with this, and I'll switch it after we do this. I know I want to get this to be about right here. I really want it to be aligned because I want it to look cool, right? I want it to look similar. I just don't want to use foundation because I don't... Oh, actually, if it was the same height, that'd be probably even better, even though really that's the proper height. That's actually the better height. But actually, this will be fine. Let's just set it up the same over here. So we're going to set this up. Belt, please. And we're going to do that. We probably won't be able to turn it if we do that, though. Can I turn that? Oh, I can turn that. That's for sure. That's enough space to turn it. It does clip a little bit. I'm okay with that. It clips a tiny bit. Let's get it back to where it should be. Again, this is a mining operation. It's not supposed to be perfect. There we go. Now we're into a box. Let's get this going to the loader. Okay. Now when we upgrade these to industrial, it'll have 2 loaders going in and load that train a lot faster. But for now, this is good. Is this a Mark II? It is. Right? Oops. Right? These are both Mark IIs? Yeah, okay, cool. So now let's switch this guy. We can make him just load to the other side. We can load to this, right? Let's see. Just like load straight to that, and the other guy is now going to use the one you just had, buddy. All right, there we go. So let's get another power pole for this dude over here. Well, I don't know about like that. I'm gonna have to chop that tree down. So we kind of ran out of time, so I'm hoping I can actually make up some time because I really want to get the Smeltery online, even though we are going to have to expand it. Okay, let's get this tree out of the way. It's taking forever to do that even. Let's go back to 1, and then we want this, and I'm going to do it in a straight line. Again, so it looks kind of nice, right? Just because we're not using foundation doesn't mean we don't want it to look nice. We want it to be straight, right? And we want it to be professional in some ways, right? In some ways, senses of the word here, even though we're playing a video game. All right, that lines us up with, oh, okay, the center of that. We don't care about that. We want to line up, like, right there. And that's straight enough. It's probably, yeah, it's a little curved. It's okay. Just need to be close. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then right into there, and bam, we've got 2 of these guys now. Perfect, man. Alright, we've got our second guy set up. Now let's set up our third guy, who's going to be going to that one. Oop, oh, oh, oh. Let's get a little bit of a gap right there, actually. Let's set the belt up first. That seemed to have helped us in the past. We're going to go to the outside on this one because we have another, maybe other cars doing this. So we're going to go to the right to, like that, and then curve. And I don't know where this is going to go. So actually, yeah, I do. Right here. Wow, it almost exactly lines up. Why don't we just do that? We can't. Yeah, we can. The tree's in the way. Let's cut yet another tree, guys. Let's chop more life. Let's get rid of life. We're like vampires. We just kill all life, right? We just like to do it. Do it. I think this guy will actually hook to that now. Now I got no power. Let's power this guy so I can actually fly. Cool. Let's do that. I want to do it to... We should move this guy, really. This guy... No, the power pole. Like, let's upgrade the power pole, and we'll put him over here. So that... And that's going to kill my... No, 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 no! No! And this is why you have a ladder. We don't need that. Just get up the ladder, dude. Alright, so we've got 15 minutes left. No problems. We can do this. I'm almost done. Just got to get this part set up. We're going to want to hook this to this. Now I have power. Hooked it back down to here. That hooks up those two guys. Now we're going to hook this guy down here. But I'm going to do it to the side because there's another ore. There's a limestone one over there, and I'm going to want to go around this. Actually, we could do it like that. It'll go around it. Plus, there's a copper one I'm going to want to hook to from there, too. Oh, I'm not close enough? Okay, there we go. Okay, that guy's hooked up. Let's get his lift in. And I think it goes like this. Wow, that's way too high. I'm surprised it doesn't snap to it. And it's too low, man. That's not working. Should we just do it? No, let's just do it like this. This is how I did it before. And it sort of worked. Is I did it like that. See, it's not... Well, it can go up a little bit. I think that's okay. The reason is because this doesn't go all the way to the ground. So there we go. Let's do that. And then if this doesn't clip, I'll be okay with it. Yeah, okay, it doesn't clip. We're good. Now let's do this. Actually, we don't need to do that. We really just need to do this. There. Now we have 3 of these guys. Pumping in ore, baby. Pumping in ore. Giving us ore, man. So we can build stuff. Again, I'm not a super fan of, like, unsupported lifts and everything. I might find a better way to do that. Just right now, I want to get this thing moving. Why is this not moving? Oh, because it put another line in instead of... Very interesting. Why? I don't know. Cool. And we got to connect over to this guy. Just fall. I don't care. Just let's do this, man. I want to get this ore hooked up fast. Alright. Now, everybody should be getting ore. Everybody should have a little bit of ore, at least. I'm going to put 3 cars on this thing. I started the last one with 1, but I'm going to put 3. I know it works, because I just saw it work. I'll meet you over there in a second. We're going to hook this train up now. Okay, we're back over here. And I got to remember to change the name of this station. It's not destination anymore. It's demand. Right? Really, this is demand. So demand, Smeltery. Alright, good. Now what we have to do, one thing I did is I just kind of reset all these poles because they were kind of messed up, so let me do that again too. Let's put a new, yeah, I knew it was gonna trip the system. It didn't do it last time because I got lucky. Also, I want to hook up to this guy, straight into the train. I want to separate this from, that should do it. We should be good. Oh no, we tripped, right? We tripped the power. We also, let's just get rid of this while we can. Like, we don't need that now. I was just using it to fly around. So let's just get this hooked up and let's redo it. There we go. Should just come right back online. There we go. Okay, everything's online again. And let's power the train station because it does not have juice. There we go. We're going to add 3 more cars to this. So let's take this out. Oops, that's wrong. Right? To increase the throughput, really. It's just throughput was not enough. These trains are really slow right now. So, needs all the help it can get. Alright, sweet. Now we have 3. Let's do more of these dudes to receive, right? And it's going to go right on the edge. But again, we don't have to stack them now because we have 3 cars, man. There we go. Actually, let's build all that while the train's doing its thing. So let's get back to the train thing. I'm going to show you how this works. We just need a train. I don't have enough frames now. Probably because I built more of these. I'll be right back with more frames and stuff. Okay, I resupplied it at all the things. I actually, you know, did a lot of processing and stuff. I got about 200 frames, so that should be good for now. I also put some more smart plates in the trash to generate more tickets, stuff like that. A whole bunch of things like that. So here we go. Pop down the locomotive, and we're going to want 3 cars, right? See, those need frames as well. So it's kind of important to have. And I think that's cool. I think it's really awesome. Because it gives frames something to do. Alright, so here's how I set this up last time, okay? Go into Edit Timetable. The first thing I want in there is supply ore, right? We want to go there and fill all the way up. Not one load, we want the wagons to be full. So that'll let it sit there until the whole car is full, because why are you going to make a trip if your train is empty, okay? And we want 0 seconds go by, which means I don't care how long it takes. I just want this to be done. We're going to save, we're going to go to here, same thing. Oh, you can push the plus sign. And then same thing, I want the whole thing to be all the way unloaded and wait 0 seconds, which means basically do it as long as possible. You can actually add filters in here, which means you can have like sushi train depots. I don't know why you would do that, because couldn't the depot fill up with something you don't want and then you can never get any of that item? I don't know. I think doing a sushi belt or sushi train stops and all that stuff it's scary a little bit. Like, it can really lead to some serious problems in your factory system. I've had that problem before. Okay, so we're going to save those changes. So the next station is going to be the iron ore because it's empty, right? It's just going to roll through here and go right to there. We're going to follow this a little bit, but it's kind of slow going and boring, so I'm going to cut a little bit of it and speed it up and stuff like that. The train only moves was moving at 35 kilometers per hour. Now with 3 cars, it's probably going to move a lot less. So we're going to turn on self-driving and get moving here. Really sweet. So now I got 3 wagons, which is great. I got 3 lines coming in, and I got 3 wagons. Now this thing is going to tell me if I get out. Well, it's going to roll right through. But you'll see when we get back, the train station actually tells you what your item throughput is per minute, which I think is really cool. It calculates the route and how long it's going to take to fill and all that stuff, and it says, okay, based on that, you're getting X amount of these items per minute. In the previous one car was 2 items per minute. I'm only going to get 2 ore per minute with this setup. Basically, I'm not going to get any ore. So, I don't know if this is going to work that well. I think it's because it's too far away. Because the trains just need to move faster. See, it's moving 34 kilometers per hour. I'm not really sure why it's not going 40. I thought we upgraded it to 40. I thought we said it can go 10 megawatts and 40 kilometers per hour, but it's not doing it. So you see the path, set a path there, and we're just fine going through that path. Now, we only have 1 train right now, so it's not like, this is not saying that my system is working. At least the train's moving. That's how you know at least all your signals are set up correctly. But you won't really know if this is working until I set up another train. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll fast forward this until we get to the station, and 1 round trip. I'm going to put 2 trains on this system because this is not going to be enough throughput. We need more trains. This is going to need 4 or 5 trains just to keep it all moving because these trains are so slow. When I make them faster, I can take trains off the system, right? Because it's going to create a lot of traffic, right? So hold on a second. We'll be right back when we get to the ore station. I'm going to speed this thing up. Okay, we're coming into the ore station, and I did the thumbs down back there because it actually clips the rock right there, but it's fine. Just if the train clips a little bit, it's okay. I'm not going to be watching this train very closely. And this block right here is the station block. So see, that path says that intersection block and the station block have to be clear or it's not going to let you through. I believe that's how it works. We're going to see when we put another train on here how it will work. I mean, I'm going to check that. It probably won't be on camera. So this is going to come in, and it should load 3 cars. And I believe it's going to fully load the cars in one go. Because those have 4 lines of ore in them, right? And each car can have 3 lines of ore, each wagon. And so it should, if we've... Well, it's going to load whatever it can. It might not be a full load, but it might be as much as it can load and not going to wait for, like, nickel diming. And I don't know. We're going to see. It's still docking. What's the problem here? Why isn't it loading? It didn't have this problem before. Why is it not... It's... Okay, maybe we need to move it a little bit. So why don't I... Let's reverse it a little bit. It won't do it because... Probably because it's set... Cancel docking? Turn off self-driving. Let's do that. Oh, it's loading one car. Oh, it just wasn't ready to load. So I guess we'll turn this back on. There we go. It's only going to load one car, huh? That's interesting. It's not going to load all of them. You know, and the other places are not set to unload. Let's get out of here and figure out what's going on. I can't interact with that. Oh, that's the train station, that's why. There's no ore coming in. Why not? Because I didn't set it up right. Did I not set that up? How come I can't fly? Oh, I just got out of a train. Some weird bug with that. To take this on and off, and now I can fly again. Why is this guy... Is he powered? I think he's powered. He's not powered, because I'm smart. SMRT. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to be sitting here a while, actually. So I'm getting ore in both the other ones. Maybe not a full load, though. Let's see what this guy's got. Well, he transferred what he could. Oh, that's... I don't think I can see what's actually in the car. The car's probably full. Once this thing gets a full load, I think... I can't even look at this one. Why? Why can't I look at this one? I can look at this one. What's going on with this? I might have to reset this. See how I can't get in it? I can get in this, and then what about this? Same. So I think these are just broken? Let me just replace them. Can't pick it up. Is it because there's a train on it? Probably. Let me back this train out. Alright, let me back this up. So let's go to manual driving, backward, reverse, S, brake, spacebar. I can't even move this train. I don't... Switch intersection path. No, I don't care about that. Self-driving. I mean, I'm supposed to be driving this train. Manual driving. Cancel docking. What is going on with this train? Oh, it's loading still. No, turn off. I don't want to dock. I want you to go backward, dude. We're going to try this again. Because I need to take some things out. I can't see what you're doing. Now, normally trains don't go backward. I can just self-drive it backward. Alright, now I should be able to take it off. Brake. Brake, brake, brake. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go see what the hell's going on over here. Alright, cool. I think this was loading. That's why it was unavailable. And this one was too. So it was unavailable as well. I guess that's okay. So I think everything was fine, actually. I think it was just loading. Now I can see, hopefully, what's in these cars. And they should be full. I think it doesn't load it till it's full. Yeah, okay. This guy's completely empty. What? How do you have a car that's empty? Oh, obviously this is empty. Okay, well, let's turn it back on. No, supply, bro. No. This. Turn off self-driving. Edit timetable. No, next destination should be supply. Well, it's fine. We're just going to let it go. We're going to let it do its thing. I'll be back one more cycle. I want to see if this thing hooks up, okay? Okay, we're back, and it looks like it's working correctly. One of the other things I noticed is, at the receiving train, right, the demand station, Smeltery, I forgot to change the last 2 loaders to unload, and so I couldn't actually get everything unloaded. I have to just manually move the train, right? So we got all that done, and it looks like now it's got a full load right there. Bam. And it sat at the other station and couldn't figure out what it was doing. Even after I backed it up, well, once you back it up, it wants to go to the next station, so I couldn't really test it. But that looks like it worked. I think we just didn't have enough ore the first time. It was waiting for more ore, so that's perfect. I'll see you at the receiving station again. All right, here we are at the smeltery. This is the final test here to see if we can get this thing working. And I'm going to put, probably on the next episode, I'm going to slap 3 more trains on here. We might get up to 10 trains on this iron ore if it can't move fast enough. I'm going to jump out just to see how this thing works. And then I can also check the station to see how many ore per minute we're doing. Obviously 0 per minute right now because we've never even unloaded here. So it's going to unload all 3 at the same time. And it should fill these things up over here. Now, while it's doing this whole operation, you cannot access it, which we just figured out, right, at the supply area. I kind of wish these bins open. Oh, they do open up. That's cool. That is cool. I did not notice that before. That's really cool. So, again, it's not done yet with the little animation. Oh, it did just finish. So it dumped the whole thing in here. But we don't have any output belts. Let's handle that real quick because we're going to have a problem. Right? If we're not dumping this stuff, then it can't continue to unload. So let's get all this working. Again, when we have industrial boxes, it'll be a lot faster. It might be a good idea to take that stuff off fast and then just merge it and do that. That might help a lot. I'm not really sure. I think right now the problem is mostly the train, not really the belt. Like not unloading fast enough or something. So we're doing 36 items per minute. That is not a lot. That is a really low amount, obviously, okay? But we're going to fix that. I'm going to put more trains on here. We're probably going to have to do a double box system with a merger or something like that, just to get all this stuff working correctly. But we're going to do that on episode 10. We're going to get this all hooked up a little bit better on episode 10, get the smeltery running. Then we can start thinking about where we want to put our our steel forge. And I might just do it out in the rocky desert or whatever, out in this area over here, since we're going to be getting oil over here and stuff like that. I might as well start putting more big systems over here, because we might end up putting a lot of our stuff over here, actually. We might end up moving the smeltery over to here. Or should I just keep... Because to move that, I don't know, I might just put the steel up here and just literally use the train line. That's what it's for. The problem is it's really far away. This train's not moving very fast yet at all. But hopefully it will be at some point, and then we won't have to care as much. Anyway, I'll see you on the next episode. I'm going to be thinking out off camera. If you're new here again, thank you for coming, and I hope you subscribe and hit the like notification or bell or up thing. Sorry, I can't think today, I'm telling you. But I will see you on the next episode. Stay frosty.